Hello everyone, and welcome back. It's Laura from the future again. Today, I am reacting to Chalk Prince, or I guess the full title is The Chalk Prince and the Dragon, a past Genshin time-locked event that, sadly, once again, I was not able to play. First, I want to say thank you so much to everyone who suggested that I play Albedo's story quest before reacting to this event, because I did indeed play his story quest, and it was my absolute favorite story quest to date. Oh my god, I loved that so much. And I went a little overboard perhaps with the theories based off what I experienced in that event. So I have some new and interesting theories tucked away in my pocket as I go into this event. So I'm really excited to see if we get any more information or any confirmations and denials, so on and so forth. I think the main one that I feel will be relevant here maybe is I'm pretty sure Albedo is made of chalk, or at least he is not human. I get the feeling he was made using alchemy, and I would very much enjoy it if this event confirmed or denied that. Just any information there would be a delight to have. So it looks like this one is pretty short compared to our last event. And without further ado, let's jump into it.
It's Sucrose! Are you here to explore the snowy mountain too? You scared me. Please, don't scare me like that. I was giving my research report some much-needed consideration. But you were just standing over there, staring into space. Not at all. I was just thinking of a name for a new subspecies of sweet flower I propagated. Oh! Are you interested?
Oh,
wonderful.
Let her speak.
Next time, please allow me to show you the fruits of my work.
I don't even know what they chose.
If I wasn't coming to this mountain, I would have brought some samples with me. Yeah. Weren't you doing research in the city? How come you're here? Timaeus and I were helping Albedo organize research data. Timaeus just left, in fact. You didn't run into him?
Yeah, in the previous event, Timaeus helped process all the data.
He wasn't as sharp as Albedo when it came to data. By quite a long shot, in fact. The significance
many hands
of some
make light work.
Albedo is able to grasp almost immediately, but we, on the other hand, take considerable time. I fear that this must be the difference in our knowledge and experience showing.
So what you need is more
Timaeus seemed rather
experience.
depressed about the matter. He said he was going to take a walk, so I'm currently settling the leftover affairs myself.
It feels like he's just leaving her high and dry.
I was originally going to take a look around myself after finishing up here, but unexpectedly, I gleaned some interesting data from these reports.
What'd you find?
Well, guess my search for secrets will have to wait.
You have to do math now.
Ooh, what secrets? Actually, do you two have time right now? Don't have anything on us but that.
Paimon is hungry for information this time.
Could I ask you for a favor? In truth, I feel like Albedo is concealing something from myself and Timaeus.
Now that sounds interesting.
But isn't he your teacher? What would a teacher have to hide from his students? That's
Dark
true,
secrets.
But I feel like he's always hiding something. It is my personal guess that it is some great secret of alchemy.
Or perhaps a great achievement of alchemy.
How are you so sure?
That now walks around and talks.
Passionate researchers of alchemy. If it was anything else, Albedo wouldn't have any reason to hide it from us. You do have a point. Could you help me investigate what it is that Albedo's hiding? Please. I'm just too curious.
Uh-oh.
What do you think?
I'm curious about Albedo's secret myself.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Let's take a little trip, shall we?
If it is that he's made by alchemy, I hope that if we do uncover the secret, that we don't tell anyone. Because that's his own business. Hey there, it's us again.
Why are you here? Are you
No
lost?
reason.
No, we're not.
We came to visit. Sucrose says
secret?
that you have a secret.
Hey, what are you doing? Our mission calls for a delicate approach.
Well, we weren't fooling him either way.
Sure, but still.
Actually, you've arrived at just the right moment. I have business with you too, in fact.
What's
Here,
that?
catch.
Huh? What's this?
As you can see, it is a sword.
Ooh.
I
Into
did not
forging,
make
are
the
you?
sword. However, I did add some alchemical touches to it.
Kind of looks like an
Would
evil
you like to
sword,
try
not
it
going
out?
to lie. You're giving it
My
to me?
research indicates that this sword has some unique properties.
Are they evil properties?
Only you can use it.
I
But
honestly
I
am
need
so
to
down
gather
to have
data
an
from
evil
it quite
sword.
urgently. So, could I bother you to use it in battle?
Absolutely, I would love
Wait a
to.
second. How can there be a sword that only one person can use?
Any adverse side effects?
Very astute of you. This sword has indeed had a curse laid
Yes,
upon
evil
it.
sword!
An ordinary person would be unable to wield it at all. However, you are an exception.
How so?
Huh?
Didn't we just
Or
establish
perhaps I
that...
should say that only you are immune to the
I
curse.
thought we established that the Traveler's very
As
normal,
such,
actually.
Who could I find to help me, if not you? We gain little from saying more. Go find some monsters nearby. After all, some things are best discovered through practice.
I wonder if you played this event, if you actually got the sword in your
Now
inventory
that's
and could
rich.
look at it. Ooh, Clee bombs!
Treasure hoarders calling us thieves?
They
Okay.
certainly arrived quickly.
We fought some treasure hoarders. They might have wanted
Goodness,
this
no.
sword.
They seem to have been talking about this sword.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
Why are you looking at me like that? Of course I didn't steal this sword.
The gaze of
Not
judgment.
long ago, the knights caught a band of treasure hoarders outside the city. The goods they were smuggling were also impounded.
Makes
This
sense.
sword was one of those items.
Oh,
We believed it to be
Summoned
stolen
it.
plunder, but no one came to claim it. Nor could we find out where it came from, so it languished in our stores. I
And
noticed
you
it
got
quite
curious?
by chance while in our storehouse.
yeah.
To tell you the truth, such an old sword would see little use outside of alchemy.
You claimed it for yourself? Just like that?
No one else was using
So,
it.
then what happened? You just took it with you?
Indeed. And I initially intended to perform some experiments on it, but I unexpectedly discovered its true origins in the process.
Which are...
This ancient-looking weapon once passed through the hands of a now-deceased blacksmith. It is a legendary, magical sword.
Oh.
Magical sword?
It is said that the smith vanished not long after creating the weapon, with the weapon subsequently becoming lost to time. Working backwards from its eventual fate as plunder, one can guess that it was then stolen by the treasure hoarders, where it remained in obscurity till recently.
The blacksmith who made this weapon disappeared? That's kind of spooky.
Probably
I
died
wonder it's cursed.
by the treasure hoarders.
Exactly.
To think that humans could make such a weapon.
Do you know the story of Durin in this mountain?
I sure
Durin
do.
was the black dragon who menaced Mondstadt, before finally being defeated by the combined efforts of Dvalin and the Animo Archon Barbados.
Rings a bell.
After a fierce battle, the vanquished Durin crashed to ruin here, falling into the thick snow. Snow gathers atop this mountain and never melts, which is a most curious phenomenon. Which leads one to wonder, was Durin's fall here purely by chance, or was it intent?
I thought Durin's
Could it
death
really have been intent?
caused the...
Perhaps this place was chosen as a gravesite precisely so that the snow's power could seal the corrosive toxin coming from Durin's body.
Oh,
It
that's
seems
smart.
plausible that Barbados would think of such a method.
Huh. Was Barbados such a capable god?
I mean, he did chop
Well,
some mountains
These
in
are
half,
just
it
my
seems.
postulations. I don't have any evidence. But what's for certain is that this mountain and Durin are deeply intertwined. In fact, I believe that the very sword in your hand has Durin's remains in it.
A dragon's
Oh.
remains?
Indeed. The dragon's eyes, claws, and scales
Eyes?
ground into dust before
My
being used
goodness.
to coat the blade. In this way, Durin's corruption and venom entered into the sword and became the source of its power.
It was the
This is
blacksmith who
very
made
advanced
it
craftsmanship.
from Mondstadt?
I presume that having successfully forged the weapon, the smith must have tried it out themselves in their joy.
And promptly
But-
died.
Using the sword in battle would have allowed the corruption to seep through the blade's handle and into their bodies.
Yikes.
Ordinary mortals cannot withstand such power. The blacksmith must then have fled, driven mad by the curse, before meeting their end in some unknown place.
Unfortunate. One wonders why they tried to use Durin's
You've
remains in the
purified
first place.
Dvalin's tears before, which is a very rare ability indeed.
And Dvalin was
This
poisoned by
ability has
Durin.
protected you from being corrupted or poisoned, and you can completely eliminate their effects. which is why you and only you can properly wield this sword.
Still, this sword really is huge.
I wonder if we can purify it.
Yikes! It's glowing!
It's been glowing the whole time,
As far as
Paimon.
I'm concerned,
Oh, that is a
this
little bit more
where
glow
the
than
real
usual.
experiment begins. This sword is still very weak at present. However, it is able to absorb energy, and through that, it is able to constantly become stronger.
That's a little
In
concerning.
some sense, you could even say that it is a living thing. Well then, traveler, adventure with it to your heart's content. I need you to help it grow.
Help it
I
grow?
believe that we will soon have all the proof that we need.
Wouldn't we want to go in the other direction? Yikes. Does that mean that people got to actually fight with that sword? That's really cool.
Albedo!
I wonder what its stats
You're
were.
back.
We've been working hard on the sword, you know. Check it out!
I would love to run around Dragonspine just fighting things.
Indeed.
Oh,
It is
very
as I
glowy.
thought. This sword grows stronger as you use it
He
in
has
battle.
that diamond mark
I thought that
too.
only applied to people.
And that's precisely what makes it special. Ah, yes. I should mention a more important matter first. I've investigated the area nearby, and I've discovered some unusual signs.
What's
Not
this?
more thieves, is it?
People coming for the sword?
That's true.
I believe that these strange traces require investigation. Whether it be thieves or something else, we shall investigate, and we shall find out.
Let's do our best. Detective mode. Archon's rival? Well, that's concerning. Are we talking about Durin?
Lots of human activity here, that's for sure.
Because
like
Dvalin
more
is
than
about at
one
the same level as a
person, too.
god. And almost was defeated by Durin, so...
So they have a
Uh-oh.
camp here. Huh. Here to steal, just as usual.
Maybe they're just trying to
It
stay
would be rather
warm.
convenient to rob adventurers who come up here, yes.
It's survival of the fittest here on this mountain, huh? All that stealing, though, and still every last one of them still poor as dirt.
I wonder if we should feel sorry for
Anyone who
them.
calls us thieves gets no pity from Paimon.
Who's that? Who are these sniveling sneaks snooping around our camp?
Not thieves, apparently.
The Fatui. And they
Batui.
chose to attack us within the treasure hoarders' camp. Did they follow us here?
Someone's
Why would
cold.
they do that? Did you go rile them up while we weren't looking?
Were they working with the
Did
treasure
you?
hoarders? What?
Maybe it's something we all did then.
I mean, I'm sure we
I
all
think
fight the
Fatui
Fatui
are
whenever we
looking for
see
this
them.
sword.
Weren't you keeping the sword super secret? How did they know it existed?
Maybe they were going to
Perhaps
buy
they
it from the
caught
treasure
sight of you
hoarders.
using it on the mountain.
Or
If
that.
their eyes are any good, they'll definitely have seen how this sword stands out from the rest.
They really want everything, don't they?
Not quite, no.
I remember hearing more
The
about their
Fatui are
activities
collecting
recently.
things
too.
related to the archons. This,
Huh.
I believe, is known to you.
True.
Now that you mention it, we did
That's
hear
true, the
Master Dean
vial of Barbados' breath.
Durin is the sworn enemy of the Animo Archon, and had power
Mm-hmm.
comparable to his.
I see.
To say that it could rival the Archons, or was related to them, neither is an overstatement.
No wonder they've set their sights on the
That's
sword.
how it is.
I made a new discovery while sketching nearby. There's an area up ahead that's quite remarkable. Its ley lines flow differently from any other.
Oh?
Nearby monsters have been attracted to it and have fallen under its influence. As a result, their constitutions have come to far surpass others of the same kind.
I love seeing how the ley lines interact with the world.
Well, we're here to help this sword grow, aren't we? Might as well go try it out on those monsters.
Precisely my intention. Oh, and do remember to observe how various enemies affect this sword differently while you're at it, please.
We'll do our best.
So how
Oh.
did it feel?
The sword's power has increased.
I
There were
have a
different
hypothesis
responses.
concerning this. Each time this sword absorbs power from the bodies of fallen enemies, it will resonate with Durin's remains, hidden somewhere on this mountain.
Have you tried Wormrest Valley?
Holy, that sounds amazing!
If my theory
Is it
proves
trying
correct,
to awaken
this could mean
Durin?
that all the monsters here may be resonating with Durin's body.
The original body? Why would they do that?
I fear this may have to do with the origin of these monsters' powers.
I thought it was from the ley
Durin's
line.
no ordinary beast. Even though it is long dead, the entire mountain is still held in thrall by its corpse. The dragon's mysterious power may itself be a form of curse. We still
Sounds
don't
about
have
right.
enough information. If we wish to understand more data is required. And this is where you come in.
Guess story times become work time.
Are we gonna go hit more things
I
with
have
the
some
sword?
research work that needs settling, so we will have to work separately for now. Let's meet up again near the broken bridge.
That's in Wormrest, isn't it?
Albedo!
Is that what we're thinking about? Or at the
Oh,
foot
hey,
of the
does he
mountain?
have a guest over?
Oh, Cyrus!
Yes, perhaps it is too soon to ask our greenhorns to come adventuring here. But adventure is nothing if it is not about pushing our limits. What is a journey without struggle, without excitement? This place may be infested with wicked hilichurl bandits and knee-deep snow, but an adventurer must never stop pressing forward.
No, that's a familiar
Cyrus,
sentiment.
To the point, please.
Come, come. The beauty of a chat lies in the journey, not the destination. Just like an adventure. Even if you are robbed blind and must give up on your encampment, you can start a fire and cook a meal in the frigid snow.
Ever the
This
optimist,
journey
Cyrus
up the
is.
mountain will be an unforgettable one for all our newcomers.
Maybe come back at a time when things aren't so
yes.
dicey.
They may resent me, or even hate me. But in the future, they will think back upon this moment with hearts full of gratitude. For this was the day that the spirit of adventure was passed on to them.
Oh, yes. Go on.
He's not even listening anymore.
Albedo's at it again. He's always so cold when the topic doesn't catch his fancy.
He isn't interested in adventures
he
in the
sure
slightest,
is
is
interested
he?
in you, though.
Still, should we say that our newcomers are too green, or that the mountain is too mighty? We have taken great losses
Excuse
this
me?
time.
Cyrus, did you kill your adventurers?
What do you mean, great losses?
Yes, please elaborate.
You must be.
What's up, Cyrus? You
Long
kill
time
people?
no see.
Ah, yes! The young adventurer and her companion. It is my pleasure to see you here.
You as
I
well.
trust these frigid ascents have not given you too much trouble?
Like they did your people?
We can take anything it has to throw at us.
Ha ha ha! Good, good. I love your confidence. But you
You're
must be here
dodging
on
the
some
subject.
important duty, braving the wind and snow like this.
I came
You're
here to
dodging the
gather the latest
subject.
data on hilichurls, and asked her to serve as my assistant.
Quite reluctant to let people in on the matter of that sword, isn't he?
I see. A gathering of people chasing their dreams and ideals, is it? Then I wish you all the best. Farewell for now. I must go see to our new recruits.
Again, are they dead?
Looks like we've made a discovery.
Albedo is keeping Cyrus in the dark.
It is a magical sword after all. It's understandable that he doesn't want other people to know about it.
I am listening, you know.
Should I not
There
ask?
is no should or shouldn't here. I can answer your questions, but
I mean,
not right
I
now.
think I understand your reasoning,
Right
but...
now, I have more pressing matters on hand.
Yeah, like did Cyrus kill his people?
Matters. Let Paimon guess. We've got a part to play in it too, huh?
You're getting smarter, Paimon.
She's regenerating brain cells.
Paimon will have you know that she's always been smart.
This is true.
I have discovered some new habitats nearby with different monster types. I believe they will provide us with similarly varied data.
You sure love your
Perseverance
research,
is key to
don't you?
research, and persistence is the basis of the alchemist's art. So, are you ready? Then let us go.
Let's go. Raiders amidst snow mist. Treasure hoarders again?
It seems that no one is here.
Do monsters go out to run errands too?
Well then, would you like to take a look around before they return? Or shall we rest a while here?
Great idea.
Just
I
what I
have
was
some
thinking.
questions.
So we're having a chat now? Paimon wants in.
I know you must have questions, whether it be about me or about this entire situation. As I said before, I will answer them, but I will not deceive you. There are some things I cannot go into detail on. On these matters, you'll have to permit me to summarize a bit.
Interesting.
Guess Albedo can be pretty straightforward when he wants to be.
More carefree than I expected. Ooh, hilly churls!
What?
The hilly churls are coming home. Oh, wait. Sounds like a recording.
What do you think? And why aren't you asking Albedo, huh?
Ah, hilly churls. I guess they were just approaching.
See that? That hilly churl ran off while holding onto something that looks like a book.
Do they have a written language?
That's not good.
Oh,
That was my sketchbook.
rip.
Paimon thinks it's just your run-of-the-mill thief, really.
To think that it dared to steal my sketchbook. Quite bold, this one.
I love how he's like irritated, but not.
Looks like
Really
Albedo's
angry.
got a frosty temper.
Yeah, I'll lend you a hand.
Albedo, how's the sketchbook situation?
Did we get it back?
It's alright. A few pages were destroyed, but most of it is intact.
Oh, good.
The temperature in the snowy mountain is sub-zero. It can reach extremely low temperatures, especially near that cavern. What makes matters worse is that the hilly churls have drooled all over the pages.
Oh no.
To leave wet paper in such low temperatures, it's too dreadful to imagine.
Frozen paper is so brittle. It doesn't take much for it to fall apart, huh?
Fortunately, you knew how to piece it
wonder
back
you're an
together.
alchemist. Such an ingenious mind. If the sketchbook had been severely damaged, you'd be furious, wouldn't you?
What leads you to believe that?
You told us there's a lot of drawings and notes inside.
I must admit, I bring the sketchbook everywhere I go. However, I wouldn't fly into a rage over such a thing.
So sensible.
Had I not been able to salvage it, I would just draw everything again.
There you go.
Huh.
Get a new
How
book.
pragmatic of you.
Does that mean you have a photographic memory? I
Is that
believe it.
so?
You put a lot of
That's
effort into
right.
your drawings. Think of all the memories. That's
Absolutely. All well said. You took the words out of Paimon's mouth.
what a turnaround of the normal
You're right.
situation.
Redrawing everything would be a tedious endeavor.
Especially since you're so talented, right? You've mastered so many skills and gathered so much
That
knowledge
symbol looks like
other
an
people
eye.
can only dream of.
The
But
second
such
paper
talented
from right.
people sometimes forget about that. It's one of the downsides of being smart, isn't it?
Albedo's also praised
Without a
your
doubt.
smarts, Paimon.
Paimon is an interesting creature.
Is it Paimon's turn now? To do the experiment?
Don't put Paimon on the spot when it comes to wisdom.
I sense that's
Changing the
not, but I
subject.
wish it was.
Cyrus told me that the hilly churls from this mountain attack and rob adventurers. The place
Whoa.
we visited should be one of their camps.
The hilly trails in this area are
The
strong.
hilly churls here are way stronger than the ones at the bottom of the mountain.
I can't disagree. I assume this must be related to the dragon.
Uh-huh.
The corruptive power emanating from Durin's remains is making the monsters stronger, which, in tandem with the frigid climate, depopulated some mountain areas. Can you take out the sword, traveler?
Oh, here we go.
Each time,
Oh.
this sword was absorbing power
We're
and
good?
storing it within itself. Moreover, thanks to your purification, the corruptive power of the dragon's blood seems to be all
Really?
gone now.
I don't know if you can hear
It's
that,
a
but it's kind of
very
glitching a little bit for me.
interesting
I hope that it's just
Not
on
the
my
first
end and
time
not
we've done
yours.
something like that. We're experts.
Now, are you sure that's
I
purified? That
always
doesn't look
wondered what
purified to me.
purification was capable of. I knew you were capable of doing it, but seeing it with my own eyes is a unique experience.
A power-absorbing sword must be
Indeed.
quite dangerous.
I can't say it's the safest of weapons.
Do you think it just absorbed our
Lucky that it
purification
wasn't
power?
snatched away by those hilly churls. Otherwise, we'd be done for.
Aren't the Fatui a bigger
Churls
threat?
are a threat too. What if that power could turn them into ultra hilly churls?
Ultra hilly churls?
Ultra demon hilly churls.
Ultra demon snowman hilly churls.
Now you've ruined the game. Anyway, about the sword. If it's so powerful, can't it absorb your energy as well, Albedo?
Oh?
Would you like to try it out?
Oh?
Yikes! Such a cold gaze.
Paimon
That's
was
fine.
just joking.
After all, I still hope you'll continue to use this
What is
sword.
going on here? The vibes are so weird right now.
Even though this sword is so dangerous? Well, that was unexpected.
You're giving us
Albedo,
this sword?
You say one thing but do another. Paimon
Hey.
can never tell what's really on your mind.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Are you sure
But
about that?
If you want to know why I trust you, it might be because
We already went through all the
the unusual
experiments.
ones like us share a certain degree of understanding.
Unusual ones, you
Lonely
say?
individuals. those who aren't like ordinary people. Just like, you and me.
Is he implying something? Are you made of chalk, Albedo? What is going on with the sword, though? It still definitely looks cursed.
It seems that he's not here. Is he out investigating something? Or maybe he went to make some mysterious drawings. Oh, it's you.
Sucrose!
Oh, if it isn't Sucrose! What are you doing here?
I'm a little concerned for
I'm in the
Albedo.
final stage of my research.
Where is
I
he?
have 5 hours and 26 minutes of leisure time today.
Oh, wow.
So I came here
Very
looking for you
scheduled.
to inquire about previously discussed matters. You tell time very accurately. Are you a human clock?
Or maybe she has a watch.
No, it's nothing worth your praise. You're too kind. That wasn't a compliment. Can I ask you a question, Traveler? I made a request regarding investigating Mr. Albedo's secret. Have you made any progress?
He's investigating a cursed
Correct me
sword.
if I'm wrong, but it's been over a week since we talked about it.
Oh, wow, really?
What? Over a week? I clearly...
Oh, she got lost in the research, did she? Yeah.
I've been so absorbed in my research. That matter of ours had completely slipped my mind. How can your sense of time be so strong and so weak at the same time?
Honestly, relatable.
So, do you know what it is?
Yeah, you could say
That's
that.
great. Could you tell me?
What do you think, Paimon?
Telling her shouldn't really matter. She can take a look too. Just no touching. Wait. What are you talking about?
I get a bad feeling
What's
about this. This is the answer you seek.
It's a super powerful sword. Don't touch it with your bare hands. This is... this is... I've never seen...
An evil sword.
Look all you want. Not sure why, but even Paimon feels a strange sense of achievement.
I'm very concerned about Albedo right now. What do you know, Sucrose?
Astounding! It's the first time I've heard of such a mysterious weapon. I can faintly feel the power coursing through the sword. It's like a living creature.
That's what Albedo
Is
said.
it such a distinct feeling? This may be due to my alchemist training. I don't dare to say anything for sure, but the flow of power is very noticeable. Although this description isn't the most precise. Normally I wouldn't define things like that. Please believe me, I don't usually use such ambiguous terms.
I believe you.
Okay, we got it.
You're doing your best. Qualia is
Traveler,
not always easy.
could you use this sword in battle?
We
I'd
could.
like to learn more about it, but I'm unable to use it myself. Let's look around for the right spot.
You said yes, basically, but let's keep it from Albedo. Why are we keeping it from Albedo? He never said that it was a secret.
Remarkable. This weapon is like no other.
What does that feel
You're
right
also
there?
extraordinary. No matter if it's your fighting stance or the momentum of your swing, it's perfect.
You flatter me.
This sword is special. I didn't want to go too deep into the research, and yet I couldn't take my eyes off of it.
It's because of the curse that's still definitely not broken? Yeah.
Qualities, not the sword.
I think it's the sword.
Clearly this is a mysterious yet dangerous and enticing sword.
Exactly.
Mr. Albedo must have great confidence in you to have entrusted you with such an important item.
I'm grateful for the faith he puts in me.
I
This is
agree
true.
with Paimon. However, the sword hadn't absorbed much energy before it was handed to you. Huh. How did Mr. Albedo recognize its uniqueness among a pile of other items in storage?
It was
Flash
glowing.
of brilliance often doesn't make sense. For example, Paimon's appetite for sticky honey rose.
What is the connection there?
Which reminds me, I didn't eat much today. I went looking for you right after completing my experiment. Then, on the way, I ran into an adventurer trapped in the snow. I spent quite some time saving him.
Was it Joel's dad? Did your stomach just rumble?
No, it's not like that.
Let's get some
Don't
food.
be so shy. Just say what's on your
We can make you some goulash.
Let Paimon help you out. Paimon's hungry. We should grab something to eat.
Let's get something to eat.
I'm hungry. I could really go for a...
Goulash?
I'm just a little embarrassed.
What do you want to eat? Come on.
To be ashamed of. Admitting that you're hungry makes the food taste better. Huh? Is that so?
She doesn't really mean literally.
Let's get moving. There must be some food back at the camp. It'd be lovely to have some sticky honey roast to keep us warm in this icy weather.
I still vote goulash. Oh, Reckless Pallid.
Mr. Pallid, you still haven't gone back?
Is this who you saved?
Isn't that the hot-headed adventurer from Mondstadt? Did he come here with Cyrus to explore the snowy mountain too?
I'm freezing.
Bless you.
Have you been here since I rescued you from the snow pit?
I wanted to leave, but I got lost. I'm sorry.
Understandable.
It's so cold that I can't move.
Let's get some heat on this guy.
Mr. Pallid, a trip to this mountain requires solid preparation. You shouldn't have treated it so lightly.
We'll take him back
I'd
down.
appreciate the assistance. I'm afraid that, in his current state, he won't be able to walk on his own.
I love how Sucrose is immediately like, oh, I'll be helping too.
Leave him here, right? You're right. My apologies, Traveler. I'm sure he feels bad about the situation.
He's the least of your concerns right now.
Whoa.
You should be worried about yourself.
Fatui? Treasure hoarders? Hey, Fatui!
You must have already figured out why we're here. We won't let you go.
This guy has a
unless you
name,
give us
got him.
that sword.
No! Please don't give them the sword!
Of course I'm not gonna give them the sword.
That's the spirit! Let's knock him down!
It's
Mr.
one
Pallid,
guy.
I'll take you to a safe place, quickly!
I'm sure more people will spawn in as soon as we start fighting.
So naive.
Whoa.
We won't let any witness escape. This sword will make a fine gift for Her Excellency, Harbinger Senora!
Oh, does she use a sword? It's a very intense
I heard
delivery
the
of that
ruckus and
line.
came
Oh,
over to check.
hello.
So it was you who made all this noise.
Just fighting off some
What
Fatui.
happened? Did you get into a fight?
Sure did.
Mr. Albedo,
Ooh,
I didn't mean to.
flower.
Aren't you supposed to be organizing documents? Why did you come here all of a sudden? And you got into a fight with such a dangerous opponent in this terrain.
It's a little
Oh
judgmental.
no, even Paimon feels guilty.
It just would have happened.
I'm sorry. I was just passing by.
Huh. I reckon you've been led astray by yet another thing that attracted your attention.
I told Sucrose about the sword.
You told her everything?
My bad.
We just told her about the sword's properties and origin. We didn't let her touch it. We know better than that.
Never mind. We couldn't have kept her in the dark for too long anyway. Sucrose is naturally drawn to obscure knowledge and mystery.
You say
She
this,
is
but your
great
face
alchemist
looks a little
material
angry.
indeed.
I promise I won't be causing trouble anymore. I swear on the quadruple-sized sweet flower seed I just propagated.
It's not trouble that worries me. I'm only concerned with your safety. You must be more careful next time. Anyway, what's going on with that
He still
adventurer
looks so
crouching
angry.
over there?
Though
I
his
took it
words
upon
are nice.
myself to protect Mr. Pallid during the battle. He should be all right.
I'm freezing.
Just put him next to a fire.
He must have caught a cold during the fight. I didn't consider that possibility.
So what is
It's my
this tree
oversight, my
behind us? Where
apologies.
are we? I don't recognize this place on the Mondstadt
I'll check
map.
on him.
Or Dragonspine
Sure.
map.
Sucrose may seem a bit rigid, but she's a good kid with a heart of gold.
I wouldn't call her a kid if I
Can't
were your
disagree.
size.
That girl. Let her out of your sight, and she winds up in the strangest places.
Isn't that just what
True.
young people do in general?
Don't worry, I'm not angry.
Huh. There seems to be a shiny thingy on the
It
sword.
looks like the place where the cryohypostasis lives, but
Another change. The sword's
that
power is
tree?
much stronger than before. How did that happen?
we fought with Fatui.
There were some ferocious
Yeah, where is
characters among
this?
those Fatui soldiers. We've never seen them before.
So it's the energy it's never encountered before. It caused the
Delusion
sword
energy,
to
maybe?
greatly grow in strength.
Oh dear. Or maybe it just likes different types of energy.
So cold.
Hold on just a
Are
little
you good,
longer.
buddy?
Fire?
Uh-oh. Oh dear.
Fire! Warmth! Wait!
Watch out!
Oh dear. Oh, uh-oh. The animation got really good all of a sudden. Oh, here we go. Are we gonna fight a tree? Ooh. Ice tree. Cryo-Regisvine! Oh, yay! Oh, I wish I could fight the Cryo-Regisvine.
That Regisvine was brought back to life.
Oh. Oh. We fought
the
it,
dragon's power.
and then we got this?
The dragon's life
Oh,
force can
there it
revive
goes.
withered plants and empower them to such a degree.
Oh, it was Scarlet Quartz.
Inconceivable.
How could a dead tree stem turn out to be such a monster?
Interesting that Durin's
Paimon
ability
almost got swallowed.
could bring something back to
Anyway,
life.
why hasn't anything like that happened before?
You'd think it would go the other way around and kill stuff.
Most probably it's because the sword fell to the ground. The impact must have caused its power to
Now I'm
leak
wondering what else came
It's
back.
my fault. Don't make me leave. I beg you.
Oh good, he's next to
I
the fire.
promise I'll stay put.
Mr. Pallid, there's no need to go into a fetal position.
This Cryo-Regisvine, having originally withered up and died here, is it because it hadn't been able to absorb the ambient corruption?
But then corruption
After you
brought it
purified
back?
the corruption, the resulting pure elemental energy not only revived it, but also enhanced it.
So the sword was
Pure life
purified.
force will cause it to constantly regenerate itself, together with its fighting spirit.
The situation looks
I
worse
also
than I
haven't encountered
expected.
any similar incidents. Yet, I must admit that a phenomenon of this rarity, although unexpected, is a valuable discovery. Sucrose,
Yes?
keep an eye on that adventurer. Take him back to the camp.
Yes, sir.
As for the matters at hand, I beg your pardon, traveler, but I must ask for your further assistance.
I'll do what I can to help.
Such an unexpected mess, and we're the only ones who can clean it up. It must be because we keep outdoing ourselves.
Is the issue that the Regisvine is just going to keep coming back over and over again? You think it would burn out its energy at some point.
Back! It's us again!
Traveler, Paimon,
Oh, got
Welcome
quiet all
back.
of a sudden.
Paimon's already used to meeting Albedo like that.
I'll try to make it louder in post.
thank you so much. I knew I could count on you.
Count on us to help you
Naturally, you were crucial to my research.
once again.
Glad to hear that.
Aw, Paimon's really
I'll
warmed
never
up to
forget
him,
your
I'm glad.
kindness.
Now you can take
Should
the sword
be
back.
powerful enough, right?
Oh, did we recharge it
More or
again?
less. But tell me, how do you feel?
I'm old.
Good. There's no side effects, no corruption or poison.
As
Looks
far as we
like
know.
I've been correct all along.
Was that really a surprise?
This guy, pretending to be a prophet.
How do you like the sword?
It's
Is
no
that so?
good. I guess? I don't know.
It's reached the desired state.
Why are you holding the sword? Albedo, what are you trying to do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do with it?
Don't mess around!
I want to extract the purified life force from within it.
What are you gonna do with it?
Exists outside of the sword?
What's impossible for some might be just within my reach. All done.
It's a little bit of an arrogant statement, but I mean, is he
This
wrong?
energy looks like a ball of light. You put it into a mysterious bottle.
You can make a potion out of
This
it.
sword might not be a divine weapon, but it'll make a fine memento. I hope it can be of some help during your travels.
Giving it back to us. You don't need it
I
anymore?
needed it for the sake of my research. I've already obtained the results of the experiment. This sword belongs to you, a person who knows how to use it.
Does that mean if we just keep
Thank you
using it,
for
we'll be
your
able to keep
assistance with
regenerating
completing this
energy like that?
research. Well then, goodbye.
Or did he break its ability to do so by taking
This
it out?
dragon's life force resonates with me. Not because it's a dragon, but because I am... me.
Oh, okay,
Right,
here we go.
daughter. Master. Is this your creation?
Oh my
The
god.
giant dragon Durin?
Wait, what's that name? Who is that? Albedo,
Was
who
the
is
two
that?
of us meeting really a good thing?
Oh, Zhongli. Oh, that's it? No. Okay. Well, I mean, that was pretty straightforward. We got a sword. I wonder if players actually get to keep the sword. That would
But
be
I'm
pretty cool,
unable-
I feel like. Oh, the quality just absolutely died. Whoops. Well, that was, I guess, to the point. It was nice to be back in Dragonspine, even for a little while. See Sucrose. Fought a giant Cryo-Regisvine, I guess. But yeah, okay, that name. What was that name? Oh, we get crumbs of information, but whatever we get,
Because it's a dragon.
I am so happy to see it.
But because I am... me.
What happened to the quality?
Granddaughter.
Granddaughter, you said. What? Huh? Okay. There we go, that's better. Granddaughter. Okay. Well, that is not the name I was expecting from my previous theories, but... Ooh, who is that? I don't know that name. Oh, I'm going to be looking through all of my books for that name now, I'll tell you that much. Okay. Is this your creation, the giant dragon Durin? So, okay. He didn't know, but he now suspects that whoever Rhindaughter was created Durin. And, I mean, I had a theory about who created Durin. Or wait, was that... No, that theory was confirmed from the book. Yeah. So, we know who created Durin. But... So, wait! If... So then, okay. I'm trying not to spoil what my theories are. But basically, if who we know created Durin is Rhindaughter, and Rhindaughter was Albedo's teacher, at least it seems like, there's definitely a connection of some sort there, which I'm just, whew, that's so much fun. I wonder how this will play out. But then that doesn't explain why Albedo didn't recognize the language that we ran into in his story quest. We found some ruins with some writing on them. And it didn't seem like he recognized the language, but maybe he was just pretending. Anyways, okay, well that was really cool. I enjoyed that a lot. Short and sweet, but I'm happy. Once again, it seems like Albedo doesn't show up a lot in more recent events and story and whatnot, so I'm just happy to see him again. And yeah, I'm trying to think if anything else came up that I want to discuss. Not really. I was really enjoying the music. I liked how just the natural Dragonspine music really worked as some of the more sinister undercurrents of this plot moved along. Pallid was being very reckless, as is in character, I suppose. It was nice to see Sucrose. It was cool to see that cutscene that just had the really nice animation for a second there. That was really neat. But yeah, I guess that's basically all that we have here. That was a lot of fun. This one's not too long. Wow, look at that. An actual normal-sized episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you all in the next one. I'm trying to think if I have any updates. I realize that I can actually talk to you guys in these videos that are going to be released sooner rather than later. Updates I have, well, I'm going to be continuing my Wuthering Waves playthrough. My current plan for that is to at least get through all the plot that's been released, and then we'll see if we'll keep going with that. I'm not sure. So let me know what you think about that. Besides that, I have a Twitter now. I'm not the most active on there, but I'm planning to use it for, you know, sudden scheduling changes or updates and things like that. So if that interests you, feel free to follow me there. And besides that, I think that's it. I guess I'll say that this is the last reaction that I kind of have planned for a little while. Actually, that's not true, because there's plenty of events. I was going to say, I'm kind of done with my story quest reaction thing, but there's a lot more events that I could look at, so I'll do those, because I kind of want to finish at least most of the Mondstadt and Larua events before I move on to the next region, because then it just kind of feels like I'm doing things in order, even if some of those things are time-locked and no longer actually available to me. So sad. So yeah, I don't know if there'll be another reaction up next week, but if there is, it'll be another event, most likely. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!